Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto and it is Sunday morning. It's Sunday, May the 10th, 2026. I just watched this video by Crypto Rover and he was talking about this rising wedge. He was looking at it on the daily time frame, saying it had about an 80% chance to break to the downside. I do actually agree with that, but I'm going to have a quick look myself anyway, because it's always good to check out things and have your own opinion, isn't it? So let's just go over to TradingView. This is actually the Blofin BTC USDT chart. So let's have a look at this. So yeah, that is the daily time frame. What I like to do is to use the all charts pattern indicator on TradingView, the built-in one, and this is quite good for sort of showing you patterns and stuff. And indeed, that is showing a rising wedge there with a target of 69.6k. Okay, that sounds quite feasible. That does. It does, however, mean that it doesn't have to break out just yet. It could go, up to this top line here, which is more like 83, 84k sort of thing, which would sort of coincide with a few things I'm thinking as well. Now, of course, I'm going to use an hour indicator, which is called Quadzilla. If you want to know about that, go to savewithcrypto.org/QZ. Now, the thing is, we have actually got, or we did get rather, on May the 7th, we did get a super down signal there on the daily time frame, which is indeed quite a bearish thing actually. If you look in the past, we had one here in June 2025 and the price came down quite a bit. In fact, that was from where that appeared down to there. It was down about 12%, so that is quite a drop, isn't it? So if, say, we came down 12% from when that super up was here recently, and 12% would take us down to something, well, pretty much where that retracement level is there from Quadzilla. And we know what tends to happen with these is the price comes down, goes to the retracement, and then usually bounces back up. Now, what's going to negate this? Well, I actually think the answer might be in the 2-day time frame, because I was delighted back in April to see this cross here of the yellow 21 EMA and the green 55 EMA, which is a very bullish sign. That happened in April when we were down at like 71k, and obviously we're about $10,000 higher now. So that's good. But what I tend to do with these, when I see a bullish cross like that, I tend to look at the next significant time frame above that. So for me, that would be like the 2-day time frame. Now on the 2-day time frame, these EMAs haven't crossed, okay, but they're not far off, are they? And you can see in the past that when they do cross, like it did here back in October 2024, you get a monumental rise afterwards. So that could indeed be a bullish sign if it happens. However, what we do know is that when they don't cross, and when they get really close but don't cross, the reaction in the opposite direction is normally quite violent, and that could dump us right down. And we could even go down to these retracement levels here at like 41 and 42k. But if they cross bullish, it's going to be a different story. Let's zoom in a bit more because I want to see what's happening in the next few days. This is the 4-hour where we have retracements below, but we have retracements above as well. So honestly, it could go either way. And even the 1-hour is similar, because even these retracements over here are still valid. So honestly, right now, it could go either way. It really could. Now, of course, with today being Sunday, I have got my eyes on how the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the CME chart, closed on Friday. And indeed, it did close here on this hourly candle at 80,390, which is not really that far away from where we are now. So I don't know, it's very, very hard to judge, I think. Now, I suppose if you did want to trade this, you could look at the ridiculous time frame of the 1-minute time frame, and you can see here that Quadzilla rather beautifully does complete all these retracements, and it has been doing for quite a while. You see back here, does all these bullish ones perfectly, all the bearish ones perfectly as well. So say, for example, at the moment, you could probably say that, okay, the price will probably come back down to this green bullish retracement here at 80,656. Whether you want to try and short it down there or wait till it gets there and then long it. Personally, I'd wait until I see something like the super down here on the 1 minute. And would you believe it, just as I said that, we actually got a super down on the 1 minute there. So I did actually take a trade. It's only tiny. I'm just playing around with Blofin at the moment. I mean, Blofin is an exchange that I used to use quite a lot. I don't use it so much anymore. But I thought I'd have a look at it because you can create bots in it, and I'm sort of interested in the idea of creating a scalping bot for when Bitcoin is in this kind of choppy sort of area. So I did take a short there. It's here. It's literally only 0.34% in profit, like 14 cents. So it's there's no particular risk there at all, really. So I'm going to set a take profit at this level here. So that would be 87.28. So let's do that. And because these moves aren't very big, I'm not going to use a market order. I'm going to use a limit order to close the trade because it's cheaper. So we'll close there at 87.28. So that's closed short, isn't it? Okay, so let's see what happens there. Okay, so as expected, the price came down there and the trade closed. Only a 1.7% profit, but a profit nevertheless. Okay, let's look for another one. Okay, well, I suppose I should have longed from that point there because that was a green bullish retracement. Although sometimes we see them kind of do the sort of slinky pattern down to these lower ones. Nevertheless, we are getting these green bars on the oscillator on the 1 minute. So maybe the price is going to go up. Either way, it looks like I've missed it. I think for this reason, I do want to try making a bot for Blofin because you can do that quite easily. So maybe I'll do that in the next video. So if you want to find out about that, do let me know. Now, we are giving away month trials of Quadzilla if you sign up to Bitunix using our link, which is savewith.crypto.org/Bitunix. If you want to know more about that, take a look at the video that's in the top corner right there. Okay, and I'll see you later. Please note that this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Any information or opinions provided are not guaranteed to be accurate or complete. Always conduct your own research before making any financial decisions. A full legal disclaimer is in the description of each video and live stream.